Hello there, everyone. All right, we've got something to muse over today. Okay, I'll come up with a better pun for the next video. Let's show you what I'm working with. So this is what I'm working with, and it's pretty much exactly what I showed in the preview video yesterday. One change to it though, which I did kind of allude to at the time, we've taken out Venom and we've put in Zombie Captain Marvel. This is purely a curve choice. I'm thinking to myself, on the off chance that we've got cards positioned and we want to play Zombie Captain Marvel on them, that's what choice A. The other option is we can place her, next turn destroy stuff, and then place another thing alongside the zombie. So I felt like it might be more beneficial because Venom's not going to be gaining as much power, but I'm not convinced. Let's phrase it that way. I feel like Venom is just like A tier of destroy cards. A tier, S tier even. So it feels very awkward taking him out, but I felt like it was a choice that needed to be made. So we'll see how it plays. In the meantime, let's just break down the deck in case you missed yesterday's video and explain what's going on. So X23 for a kickoff, we're looking at this just purely for the regeneration aspect of gaining bonus energy. At times we're going to want to be playing multiple cards that maybe we couldn't if we didn't have the energy. So for instance, say Squirrel Girl and a Killmonger, that would be a very nice combo. So this will potentially enable that. Then we've got Moira X. 1/2 when destroyed, get a copy of your opening hand. Dormammu's going to be putting incantations, I think they are, or summoning rituals into our hand. It's quite handy being able to copy the original one. So Moira's here for that reason. Also, copying death is nice. Squirrel Girl, just cheap Killmonger fodder. 1/2 stat line, adding a 1 power squirrel to each other location. Yeah, straightforward, but it should trigger Muse very easily. We've got Bucky Barnes, a 2/2 that when destroyed is replaced with the Winter Soldier, as we can see here, a 2/7 stat line. We've got Carnage, 2/2 stat line on reveal, destroy your other cards here and +2 power for each one destroyed. We've got Killmonger, a 3/3 stat line with the on reveal, destroy all 1-cost cards. So past 2 cards are our main destroy enablers. So we're either going Killmonger or 1-costs, or we're going to Carnage a lane. Then the showpiece of today, Muse, a 3/3 stat line ongoing, +3 power for each location where one of your cards has been destroyed. So this could be a late game play, to be honest, but if we can play it in lane early, why not? Then we've got Shana. On reveal, add a random 1-cost character to each location, 3/4 stat line. As long as they're not, like, say, a 0, this could be quite good. Only reason 0 would be awkward is just because you don't want to have to sort of skip a turn just to get around the 0. So other than that, we should be okay. Zombie Captain Marvel, the late inclusion. 4/5 stat line, activate, destroy your other cards here to get +3 power for each and move to a location you're losing. That also was a reason I included it in the deck, because we haven't got an Arnim Zola, so it's not like we can spread power with that. We haven't got a Wolverine that could randomly bounce. X23 could, but 1 power is a little bit low for that effect we're looking for. So yeah, I thought, let's include Zombie Captain Marvel. We never know, maybe she could destroy enough and move to win us something that we can't reach. Then we got Null, 6/0, ongoing, as the combined power of all cards destroyed this game. So yeah, it's where my internal debate is going on with Muse. Muse just feels like a bad Null, but maybe we're going to get more benefit at Muse than we would Null. So this is where we're going to be seeing in this testing. We've got Dormammu, a 7/13, game start, begin a summoning ritual, which adds step 1 to hand. Step 1 of the summoning ritual, on reveal, it is merge your highest power destroyed card into Dormammu to continue. So it's a 0-cost skill, which is kind of master, but essentially we can just play a 3-cost, say, on 2 cards, or the first 2 cards we've played, and then immediately we would be able to play the summoning ritual to absorb some power. Then the next skill, step 2, on reveal, Dormammu steals 1 power from each card here to continue. So yeah, pretty straightforward again, just play it in the lane full of cards and you'll steal some power. And then the final stage. On reveal, destroy 2 of your characters here to summon Dormammu. So step 2 is, I believe, 1 energy. It might be 2. Actually, it is 1 energy because I think this is 2 energy. Again, it's very annoying that the flames sort of cover the skill cost. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward in terms of how to use. I've always had a little bit of a forgetfulness when it comes to stage 3, so I'm hoping that isn't going to happen today. But yeah, it's a fairly straightforward effect in terms of you don't have to use the 7 energy to get Dormammu on the board, but you do have to use energy to do it, and that's, you know, like via the skills. And then finally, we've got Death. Death is an 8/12 with the text, costs 1 less for each card destroyed this game. So again, a great Moira X target. We're going to try and destroy as much as we can, and Death, whether it's 1 death or 2 deaths, Death will eat it up. So that is the deck I'm running. Now, for context, if we just go here a second, we've just had a patch, so I don't know if there are any bugs that are going on right now, but I'm currently ranked 96. I think I've dropped a little bit from Monday's video. I'm recording this on Tuesday. But yeah, I've got a full, fresh slate, as it were, so we're going to do 10 games. Let's see how we get on. Okay, nice and early here. We have got Squirrel Girl and Moira. Alright, let's get some squirrels on the board. Okay, I don't mind that. We've got X23 and Moira. Hopefully we can draw Killmonger. Alright, Dormammu will do. They've got Sam Wilson. The Vault. That looks a bit buggy. But yeah, we're actually in prime position here for Killmonger, so let's do that, and let's do that.
I want the throne.
Impressive.
Alright, so X23's gone where we can't reach her. Not ideal, but we can live. Okay, so Dormammu's now up to 15 power. I feel like we should play a Zombie Captain Marvel now. Unfortunately, our hand was full in the last turn, so we didn't really benefit from the Dormammu spell, so we could do with rectifying that. Actually, let me pick this one so they don't know I'm using a copy. Yeah, and let's play Squirrel Girl. Okay, so 17 power Dormammu. We get the spell back in hand that we need. There's the zombie. There's the squirrel.
Avengers! Assemble.
They've got Cap. As mad as it feels, I'm quite happy to do this and this. We can reduce the power on the Captain Carter. Ooh, that was frustrating though. Okay, so we won't be playing Dormammu. Yeah, that was a naughty little Cosmo. But we can still destroy. What I would like to do is this, and this. Okay, that's going to be a big dazzler.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Okay, we win that outright, but maybe he's... Actually, no, this won't do much of anything, will it? It would have fed null. But still, 24 power mid, I'm happy with that. Alright, a little bit of shame we got cut off with Dormammu, but the 2 deaths, Moira X does work, so I'm happy with that. Let's move on. Okay, can we get Muse? Not yet. We've got Squirrel Girl, Bucky, and Shauna, but we have got Killmonger as well. That's another buggy bit of location art. I recognise they've done some under the hood stuff, but it does look buggy. Okay. Let's do that. Alright, I know he's probably baiting me into this, but I've got to.
Oh, snap.
Worst case scenario, we can X-23 Killmonger next turn. Oh, hang on, I've just... Actually, I say it, worst case scenario, that is what I'm going to do next turn. So they've destroyed the clone. Okay, like I say, we will do that. That should give us energy to play zombie. I'm guessing this is an Aurora shell.
I want the throne.
Alright, if we pull death, we're going to have a nice bit of power. Okay, 16 power Dormammu, not bad. I mean, this should give a fair amount to... I'm trying to remember the name. Dormammu.
Snapped.
My thoughts are we're going to play Zombie Captain Marvel right, so that we've got the best chance of moving into Quantum Realm. Alright, Stardust blows. So again, no Dormammu. Very, very awkward this. I could do this. Activate this and then play the demon. It wouldn't have much of a good effect in the left lane because it would just destroy 2 cards, but let's see.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Went mid. Well, that was not bad, was it?
Victory.
Alright, I mean, I didn't really need to do that left, if I'm going to be frank. That was probably over-egg. Actually, saying that, I did. I've just realised I did need to do it because I needed to be able to get into Morag. So yeah, that was actually well executed, if I can say that myself. Yeah, 8 cubes. Let's go. Okay, we're up against Melex RR. We've got Muse in our starting hand. Got Moira. Things are looking up. We will get Muse and Carnage from Moira. Carnage isn't a bad one. And Muse could be good in terms of multiple Muses. Playing them could be the issue. Okay, I don't like that as it is. I think I'll hold a turn. I would rather not play into Vibranium to destroy Moira. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Lizard. Sorry, I've got to have a look at that variant. Divebound. Very nice Divebound. Ooh. Yeah, I don't like that dumping something in my hand. I'm not liking it a lot right now, am I? Okay, so we'll play Shauna. Oh, it's just occurred to me. Will that activate Vibranium? I can't remember if it does or doesn't. They star brand, okay. Ooh, okay. This is not fun. Yeah, again, I don't think I'm getting Dormammu off here because I've not effectively destroyed anything. Bit of an odd call for them to get from Camp Lehigh in terms of they don't want their ongoings.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh, they fixed Spider-Ham. Okay, so we can see that it hit Crossbones. This is all too late right now. I need to... I mean, the second spell does nothing, but makes me feel a bit better. Also, an issue I've got is that I can't really... I'm locking myself out here, so I need to retreat. Yeah, I had no way of carrying on after that turn. That was my issue. I'd stormed that location because I didn't want the Vibranium. But then Hellfire Club was blocking me because... I mean, I could have played something there, but it just felt too restrictive. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll take the cube loss there. I'd rather do that than try and play for it and lose 2. Alright, opening hand, we've got Squirrel Girl, Moira, and Shana. If we destroy Moira, we get Shana and Squirrel Girl, that is good. Let's just do that for now. Okay, that's a good start for them with Deadpool. We've got the pieces they've got in terms of Null and Death, so that's positive. The downside is they've probably got something that's more dedicated to destroying. Let's do Shana. We'll do it over there. Okay, that was not ideal. That is good though. Alright, what's gonna happen to the Deathlock?
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Red Wing, okay, they got the whiff out of the 2 of us. We will Deadpool and we will Summoning Ritual.
I want the throne.
Rest in peace. Impressive.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards to our opening hand. What? I just emoted, but I didn't. I didn't even see what it said. did
Opponent snapped.
was it meant to be him? Was he meant to emote? All right, wild. Okay. I get what's going on. He's snapping because that's obviously a good thing for him. Let's try that. Wolverine, Death, Venom.
What a game!
Yeah, 22 power Deadpool's going to be awkward. To my knowledge, they've got no energy ramp though, so that could go away. Ooh, 2 power Deadpool could be awkward as well. Okay, that will destroy Carnage, unfortunately, but... I mean, surely at this point... Surely they're just going to play Null there. So the kamikaze thing for me to do would be to play null here and hope that I can beat it. Like, sacrifice my 57. Oh, wow, you went null there. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, honestly, I didn't really have an answer there. I shouldn't have stuck for the 4 in reality, but I think at the time I'd got it that I was still going to be able to get the summoning ritual off. This is the issue with doing the Moira and summoning, that you do essentially need to dump your hand before killmongering or whatever, so that you've got a clean hand for the second spell as well. So, yeah, that was a bit of a problem. This is my 5th game, if I'm counting right, and I think this is only the 2nd time I've seen Muse. So, Squirrel Girl to open. Zombie Captain Marvel would be a nice turn 4. Yeah, not ideal. Oh.
Victory.
I'm going to do 11 games this time because this feels like a cop-out if I include just this. Okay, ST. Please don't say there's a D after that. Or I. Alright, so Muse was at the bottom of our deck. That is good information. Let's play Moira. They've got Black Cat. As things stand, I think we'll do Bucky and Carnage. I think Shana would be a waste with Oscup Tower. Alright, Black Cat and Silver Sable's a choice. Maybe they're doing a... Actually, I don't know what they're doing right now, if I'm going to be honest. Kyra, so we can't destroy their cards. Not the worst thing. Again, we filled a hand. This is the trouble with Moira. Let's dump both of these this time, and... Crime scene, do not cross. Why not? Just putting random things in there. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Confusing me. Alright, 17 power Dormammu. Claire Marvel Boy. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Right, so... As things stand, we've only destroyed in this location, so we're in a bit of a sticky spot when it comes to activating Muse. Or at least getting the maximum out of Muse, I should say. So, I think we do 1 and 2. I don't want to activate that yet, though. They Shana. Right, that's a bummer to get hit twice by a Sable. And Flames the Faultine hits Winter Soldier. Ooh, another Moira. And if anything moves there, they're going to get punched by Kingpin, so that's quite good for us. Actually, let's reorganize. 1, 2, 3. This is awkward. It's got a few steps involved. Again, we haven't getting Dormammu down as well. Frustrating. Let's do this. Activate. And let's play... Actually, can we unactivate? There we go. Do that and do... Oh, we don't want to do it that way, though. Reactivate. Do that and then do that. Hopefully that'll be alright. And that'll be punished as well.
Rest in peace.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Okay, so zombies won the left.
I want the throne.
Won't destroy anything there, sadly. But we have destroyed in 3 lanes, so this should be a
Rest
312.
in peace.
Alright, that's a good one. Muse actually came in clutch there. So, I'm happy at that. Alright. Very, very good late Muse gameplay. By the way, he's 3D and frame breaking despite the fact that I have not upgraded the card. Yeah, I feel like Second Dinner have broken a few things with this latest patch. Grey Malkin. Okay, Bucky Barnes, Summoning Ritual, Carnage. Squirrels are good for us. I suspect they will be for them, though, with the Deadpool avatar. There we go. Right on cue. Madripoor, again, they've done something with the artifacts. I don't know what, but it's a right mess right now. Okay, bit of a shame Bucky's gaining power not to really benefit from it. We can do that, that, and that. I don't want Snap because it's a destroy player, but we've got a promising looking hand here.
Impressive.
Yeah, full power to Bucky, benefits Dormammu. And we're able to get a summoning ritual back in a hand. There's the Killmonger, so it gives us another proc on X23, plus deaths down to 0.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Probably better they played it now than holding on to it. I think if we can, I'll hold on to mine, because the Deadpool could be worthwhile. Hey, it's a free proc on the skill, gives us the final skill quicker. They pull death. Okay. Sadly, X23 got neutered a bit in the process there. Let's redo this. Let's go 1, which is 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. 2. The reason I want to do Squirrel go after is in case 0 comes out of Shana. That way, worst case scenario, there's still a card there. And then we do that. That way Dormammu's going in to challenge death. If I've played that right.
What a game!
Okay, so Shana. No 0, so there will be squirrels on the board. And then the summoning ritual. Okay, that's unfortunate in terms of board space. I need Killmonger now. Okay. Let's just play null. Might as well use my 6 energy.
What a game!
Yeah, I'm not feeling confident here. Just for play the card, I guess.
Hail Hydra!
Yeah, that was just unfortunate. If anything, Killmonger came out right at the end as if to tease us a little bit, you know, in the sense of, I was here, just not early enough. Muse 12 power, 3 cost 12 power isn't actually that bad. Again, it was a bit misplaying on my part. I really shouldn't have gambled that I would silence the squirrel first of all, or the squirrel girl. But yeah, I think it might have just been better if I'd Sharned and then used the spell. So yeah, I've got to take my lumps there. That one was a bit rough. Atlanta Moreno. Going to say that's a cool sounding name. We have got Shauna and Carnage. Could do with something a bit... Actually, saying that Shauna now is fine. Go on, we'll do that. Next turn we can do X23 Carnage and Summoning Ritual. Or more.
Taking aim.
Okay. There's a lot going on here in case you guys haven't gathered that. We're going to do that. We're going to do this, and this. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that sequencing. Jennifer Kale. I hit magic. I am going to need Killmonger.
Rest in peace.
Okay, full power onto Dormammu. Okay. Let's just do this then. Actually, no, we won't play Death right now. Just because I don't want to be using the second spell in that situation. $25 power Dormammu. Not bad. And we really did just drain the power. I don't know what they're cooking here. That's 8 energy they've got now. It's not like they can Galactus. Unless they've got a way of doubling the power. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do that. Might as well try and build up Null.
Impressive.
Alright, it's a bit of a shame we didn't destroy the squirrel. Oh, wow, we had a second. Oh, we moved Dormammu. Okay, that's fair. I didn't think it would move Dormammu. Okay. I can only assume they're going to try and destroy it and reactivate it. Some weird shenanigans.
I want the throne.
Okay, 18. That was a weird one. Like, I respect putting Galactus in your decks, but it's like I just didn't get the thought process there. It's like, okay, I'm going to wrap my head around that one and not get anywhere. So let's move on. Right, this guy's trying to tell me he's an AI player. I'm not entirely convinced. Strange Academy. Kitty Pride. Is that a Caesar Vergara? Okay, I've not heard of that one before. Cool looking variant though. Let's do Carnage. Well, Carnage next. Athena. I'm fine with that ordering because I didn't particularly want to destroy the Horde right now. That, if I'm ordering right, should put 3 cards in hand. Let me just double check what I'm doing. Spell, Bucky, Death. Yeah, that should be fine.
Rest in peace.
That will fill a hand, but that's okay. My thoughts are we can play Zombie Captain Marvel Rat. And let's just play one of these for some hand room. $17 power Dormammu. Another one of the summoning rituals. Elsa. Kitty again. Surely the end piece to all this is Xiao Lao. Okay, so I'm going to activate this now. Actually, let's hold off on the activate for a second. We'll do this. 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 And then destroy. Yeah, Xiao Lao coming. Deaths should go down. 2 costs.
Rest in peace.
The irony is that they'll both move again. Hopefully not into a bad position. Okay, so we lose the mid. Yeah, this one's finicky. Yeah, I really don't like that. How much is Dormammu? I couldn't tally off the top of my head. I'm thinking maybe we go 1, 2, 3. But that doesn't feel great because we're losing 14 power there. Let's see. Ideally, this hits the Horde and the...
Rest.
Yeah. Needed more than that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, bit of unlucky that. I felt like I played it to the best of my capabilities. I really needed to hit the Horde rather than Zombie Captain Marvel. If I'd have hit those 2, I would have won the route quite cleanly. Whereas, yeah, just not enough as it stood. And just thinking about room, I don't think I had the room to play a Death Right as well. Again, I would have had to play it late. So yeah, very unfortunate, that one.
Anakin! Anakin, no!
Quantum Realm, let's do it. We haven't seen Muse for a bit again. I think he's at the bottom of my deck. There he is. Maybe not. Alright, let's just do that for now. It's a very cheap reward, but we'll take it. Yep, 715, not to be sniffed at. Hydra Bob. My Killmonger would like to say hi to you. Hello! Let's do that. If anything, that will give Muse all the power I need.
I want the throne.
Also, your Galactus first steps now is a little upset.
Impressive.
Okay, I will take that ice cube. Let's play that there, let's play that there. I mean, 21 power Muse, not bad. Vision. Let's play Zombie Captain Marvel. Yeah, I'm actually quite content with just doing that. So Iskall will go up to 4.
Rest in peace.
I'm actually fine with that. Let's just play Death there and activate that.
Opponent snapped.
I mean, am I comfortable with them snapping on turn 6? No. But let's just see what comes of it. They're going heavy left. There's Dormammu.
Impressive.
Wow, that was not a lot for a late snap. I was expecting quite a bit more.
Victory.
Yeah. Good 4 cubes, I'll take them. Alright, we got a rematch against Atalanta Moreno. Let's see if they know where the Galactus is this time. We got Moira, Dormammu, and Squirrel Girl in the hand. No, we don't. We have Carnage now. They've lost the Shang-Chi. Okay. Let's get Moira down. In fact, we could... no benefit really there. Okay, never mind. I was wondering if we could get the discarded card back, but apparently not. Add a rock and a vibranium. Let's do that. Let's do that. Shadowlands Daredevil. This looks like a different deck. Let's just do that. Wilson Fisk. I'm guessing they're playing like the virus decks. Yeah, unfortunately the skill's not going to do much right now. Okay, I feel like I've put enough down there. Let's see. Chavez, Ascani-son, Vibranium. That's fine. Actually, that isn't fine. Okay, Dormammu, you're not getting played. Sorry about that, bud. Let's activate that. And we will do this. Ozymandias.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
quite a lot of power on Zombie Captain Marvel there. I didn't think it would be that much.
I want the throne.
Rest in peace.
We got the summoning ritual back too late. Not bad if you do make a mishap. We could play Dormammu. I say could, I think we should. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe it's enough. That's fine. Maybe. Ooh. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Is Gambit active? No. Alright. Let's say that's not bad. Okay, so final stats. We had that one early retreat, so we did 11 games instead of 10. We've netted 12 cubes with a 63.6% win rate. I'd actually say that's decent. I wasn't really expecting much of Muse, I'll be honest, but on paper, I think 3-3 just looks, you know, a bit bland. But when you actually realise that as long as you've got a way of triggering the 3-12, then he's actually pretty good. I'm still a bit undecided if I feel like this is a good deck. I feel like maybe I just tried to make the most of it. I think there were a few times where I was like, Moira's probably not cutting it for me, even though it's nice getting that spell back occasionally. I think maybe just putting like an Uncle Ben in there might be better. But yeah, some interesting components in the deck for sure. And I actually like Zombie Captain Marvel. She was doing quite a bit for me. So yeah, I'm actually interested by this little kook. I might play it a bit off camera. That's just my opinion, folks, though. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Muse is going to be interesting, let's say that. I was surprised we didn't see many mirrors, or any mirrors at that rate. I don't know if people have been put off by it, but I was pleasantly surprised. So I will take that, especially for a Series 5 card. I think they should all have an impact in some level of the game. And I think Muse could find a home in these Dormammu shells, and maybe there'll be something that we try tomorrow that could potentially have a home as well. So yeah, it's kind of interesting seeing Muse maybe having that place to play. But if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to JJ Snap if you want to see more, and until next time, folks, have a good rest of your day. Goodbye for now, everyone.